Hello friends, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. As all of you have aware regarding that, 12th bypass settlement signed on 8th of March 2024. And there are lot of changes in the duties of officers and award staff. So we will discuss part by part in detail regarding all the settlement and all the important points. So first of all, today basically we will discuss regarding the award staff duties. Earlier you have heard the word clerk, but now the word clerk is not in existence from 1st of April 2024. So what they have to do now? Now let's move towards the settlement. First of all, the first point which we discuss here, that is change in designation. It will create a lot of changes in the duties of the clerk. So what are the changes and what are the different designations? So now let's discuss one by one in detail. So with effect from 1st of April 2024, the following designations and nomenclatures will be in vogue. Earlier, clerk or single window operator A and single window operator B, all the three designations will be known into a single designation known as CSA, that is Customer Service Associate. Like in SBI, you have heard regarding the junior associates. Similar type of post they have now created, that is Customer Service Associate. Earlier, there is a post of head cashier. Head cashier, it is now to be treated as Senior Customer Service Associate. Okay. So there will be one change, that is, it is senior. There will be also increase in the power of that. Today in this session, we will discuss in detail regarding the CSA, that is Customer Service Associate. Now there one, that is Special Assistant. In some banks, this is the post Special Assistant. This is to be now treated as Special Customer Service Associate. Substaff or peon, it is to be treated as Office Assistant. Bill collector or daftari, that is to be Senior Office Assistant. Head peon, very rarely you will find in the branches, that is Special Office Assistant. Armed guard or security guard. Driver. Electrician or AC plant helper, office assistant technical. Mostly you will find these types of posts in the head office or circle office or zonal office level. Head messenger in IOB, that is head messenger, same. Sweeper or Safai Karamchari, that is to be known as housekeeper. Part-time sweeper, part-time housekeeper, or PTKHK. Okay. So here the main change is, that is, it is in the duties of clerk or single window operator A and single window operator B. Clear? Earlier there is also differentiate between the SWA and B. Now, but all the three posts, it is to be combined into a single post, that is Customer Service Associate. So what will happen with the introduction of this post? Is there any benefit? Yes, definitely there will be a benefit for the clerical staff if they have, that is post Customer Service Associate. So special pay, that is with effect from 1st of November 2022, because our settlement is due from 1st of November 2022. So the special pay is 1618 rupees. And with effect from 1st of April, because from this date, duties is to be enhanced, power it is to be increased. So the new pay, that is 1970 rupees. And it will credit in your salary along with the DA. For Senior Customer Service Associate, that is head cashier. Earlier it is to be 2605 and from that it is 3050. For Special Customer Service Associate, that is to be Senior Assistant. Earlier, very less post in the banks, you will find that this is, we can say that the senior most employee of the, like bank will release 50 to 60 or 100 vacancies, and the senior most employee they will fill. According to that, they will select in these posts, that is 3925, and from that it is to be 4600. Clear? So this is the increase. Generally you will see that there is one increasing factor in the salary of clerk, that is 1970 rupees plus DA. Okay. So now what are the increased powers, or what are the duties which you have to now fulfill? One thing here I will tell you, that Most of the work, earlier you work in the branches, but that are not your duties till now. But now they become your duties from 1st of April 2024. Most of the work. Okay. So no need to worry. And there are some additional duties that is to be included by the AIBA and IBA. So you have to also perform that, clear? Because there is, we cannot do anything on that. So what are the duties? Duties of customer service assistant. Other than SB, I request to all of you kindly understand these duties. So because there is also differentiate between the clerical and officer staff here also. You will not think like that all the work is to be done by the clerical. There are some specific points which they have included here, that is simple thing. Earlier you have also attending the customer, now this time also you are attending the customers. So attending to customers across the counters for all routine clerical work other than the supervisory work except specifically provided here, clear? Earlier also you are attending the work, now you are also attending the same. Earlier in many of the branches you will see that clericals are receiving the checks for RTGS, NEFT and for fund transfer. Similarly here also, receipt of checks, draft very rarely, dividend warrant very rarely, pay orders or banker's checks. Banker check is also not in existence presently these days, and other similar instruments other than bills, and giving acknowledgement for same in the counter file. You have to also give acknowledgement. That is, we are seeing. Receiving an acknowledgement for the inward pals, letters, courier, speed post. Clear? Like postman comes in the office, you just have to receive and put in the box. Okay, and give the confirmation that we have received. Ensuring proper contents in the covers and envelopes, including the pals, registered post, courier, speed posts before dispatch of the same. Like you are sending some documents to your higher authority or to any other office, just ensure that document is properly placed in that. Clear? Normal thing. But you have to check that. Okay. Data entry in the system of details of account opening forms, including Aadhaar-based documents, after the documents are approved and verified by the supervisory staff. Here, supervisory staff, basically it means that officer. Okay. So earlier also you are opening the accounts, now you are also opening the accounts. Earlier it is also verified by the officer, now this time it is also verified by the officer. Okay. Updating and uploading in the system KYC documents which are verified and approved by a supervisory staff. Clear? Supervisory staff have to verify, that is check the KYC documents, Aadhaar card, PAN card, and also they have to verify the signature of the customer and you have to update that. Okay. But as a responsible employee of the organization, you have to also again verify what the officer or supervisory staff is verifying, that is correct or not. Just you have to check that, cross check if you have sufficient time. Next point, generation of CIBIL reports. Okay. Generation of statements of account in hard copy, soft copy, and sending by post, mail, or hand delivery as the case may be, at the request of the customer. Okay, or supervisory staff. Clear? Just take the request letter and you have to give that. Printing of passbook, including printing of barcode, branch, customer details page, transaction at the request of the customer or supervisory staff whenever it is to be required. That is passbook printing. Earlier you have to do, now this have to you also. Preparation and generation of certificate of balance from the system at the request of the customer for authentication and approval by a supervisory staff. Clear? They have to verify that. Just you have to generate and hand over to them. Registering standing instruction, that is for installments to loans on CC, we can say that, of customers in the system for authentication by a supervisory staff. Okay. You have to enter and authenticated by the supervisory staff. They have to check all these things. You have to also verify before entering what you have entering, but they have to also verify, that is supervisor. Registering stop payment instruction of the customer in the system. Stop payment, that is like we can say that no debit. There will be not allow of the debit. So all these things you have to take the request letter from the customer and put in the system, and it is to be authenticated by the supervisory staff. Registering or entering PPS, positive pay system letters in the system as and when received from the account holder for further approval by the supervisory staff. Delivery of checkbook to the customer after entering the details in the prescribed register and obtaining the acknowledgement from the customer, subject to approval by a supervisory staff. Clear? That is, first it is to be approved by the supervisory staff. After that, you have to give that. Clear? Subject to approval. Clear? It depends upon your supervisory staff whether to give the checkbook from here in the branch if you have checkbooks in the branch. Otherwise, you have to be apply online. It depends upon case to case. So one thing, next point, that is delivery of debit cards to the customers after entering the details in the prescribed register and obtaining the acknowledgement from the customer. Just like you have one register, ATM issue register. Clear? Just take the signature card of the customer that you have received along with the date, subject to approval by a supervisory staff. Clear? That is security document. So you have to take the approval from your supervisory staff, or they have ATM card, they will hand over to you that issue debit card to this customer. Clear? Like these things. I think all of you are very well aware why I am discussing all these points, so that you are able to understand what is your duty. Now, as the messages going on in different groups, that is all the work of the officer, it is to be done by the clerical. So this is not like that, but you have to understand like your duty, what it is going on in the present banking. Clear? So you have to be aware regarding all these points. Okay, there is nothing any typical in all these points, just you have to be aware. Assisting an officer, that is you have to assist, not take the responsibility, you have to be assist in a loan recovery department by writing letters to borrowers. Like you have letter format, you have to courier to them that your account is overdue, or sometimes there is some pre, like in your CBS you can also get the letters. Clear? Download them and take sign of your supervisory staff and courier them, or sending mail as per the directions of the authority. On overdue installments, overdue notices, default advices, contacting borrowers for reminder, either by sending mails or by contacting through the phone. Generating or preparing intimation letters to the customers about due dates of the maturity of deposits and seeking renewal of deposits. Earlier, mainly the key holder will have the power to operate the, basically to help the customer to operate the locker. Okay. Here, you just have to assist if there is not any authority in the branch, and you have to enter, mainly you have to enter the details in the register. In most of the branches, it will be done by the customer itself. So entry of locker operation, either in the manual register or in the system, and assisting the supervisory staff for operation of locker by the customer. Generating or preparing intimation letters to the customers for payment of locker renewal fees. Clear? This is the main issue. Many of the times, like we can say that if there are 100 lockers, clear, out of that, 10 to 15 customers are of that type, basically, which will have not money in their accounts. Clear? Not they are defaulters, but they are not aware regarding that. Clear? When the rent of the locker will be deducted. Clear? So you just have to check out and issue or intimate the customers that kindly deposit the amount in your accounts for the locker renewable fees. Okay. So this is additional duties. Okay. For all examination courses, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. Next one, follow up with the customers for recovery of locker fee overdues by mail or on phone, and sending letters in the prescribed format in this regard. Feeding and uploading details of credit proposals. Clear? Earlier you have also basically uploading the details of the loans in the system. Now basically it has become one of your duty. Clear? Loan application documents after authentication by a supervisory staff. There is nothing mentioned that you have to fill the loan documents or you have to sign. Just they are saying that feeding or uploading details of the credit proposals, loan applications or documents in the system. Not we can say that they have mentioned regarding the you have to fill or you have to sign. Okay. Uploading details like in different portals or your system. Working in may I help you counter. Earlier, clericals are also working in same field. Working in audit departments to assist internal auditors in preparation of audit reports, related correspondence, etc. In dedicated and exclusive cash counters, there shall be no limit for accepting or paying cash from and to the customer. Earlier also, If the customer come with 40 lakhs, so you have to take the cash from the customer and deposit. Okay. In other counters, receipt of cash and authorization of the cash received up to rupees 50,000. It is to be done by them. Cash receipts for issue of pre-signed DDs, clear, pre-signed DDs, etc. This is new term, that is pre-signed DDs, clear, because DDs are blank mostly in the branches. You have to print them, and after that authorized signatory having signing power, they have to sign the DD, clear. So cash receipt for issuance of pre-designed signed DDs, etc. independently up to and including rupees 50,000. This is your power. You can issue that are already pre-signed. Passing cash check and other instruments independently up to and including up to rupees 50,000. Clear? Cash receipt, you can able to authorize up to rupees 50,000. Cash payment also you are able to authorize up to rupees 50,000. Passing, clearing and transfer vouchers and other similar instruments independently up to rupees 1 lakh. Clear? Up to rupees 1 lakh. So you have to be very careful regarding this point. Okay. And if there are two CSA, that is sitting side by side, clear, they can also, but you have not to introduce this type of habit. So you have to take your supervisory staff help to pass that check. Clear? Like passing, clearing and transfer vouchers and other similar instruments of rupees 1 lakh and above, but up to rupees 2 lakh jointly with another customer service associate, and up to rupees 2 lakh 50,000 basically with the senior cash associate, customer service associate, that is head cashier. Earlier it is head cashier, and with senior assistant, or we can say that special assistant or special customer service associate, that is 4 lakh. Clear? That is power is increased up to rupees 4 lakh. Customer service associate may be utilized in administrative office departments to work and assist officers in routine correspondence, follow-up, generation of statistical data, returns and statements, working as assistants to executives, etc. Okay. So like we can say that like reports forming, you have to also help. Okay. That is basically in like we can say that administrative offices or departments to work and assist officers in routine correspondence or follow-up or generation of statistical data, return and statements, working as assistant to executives, etc. Clear? They can also work as assistant. To work in inward and outward clearing departments, exclusive departments, specialized branches like service branch, check processing centers, relating to this work and assigned duties like scanning of checks, uploading, etc. Clear? This work, it is earlier also done by the clerical staff. Now it is also same done by the clerical staff. Okay. Like this one, you can say that like reports forming, new thing, powers increase, new thing. Next one. So those who are required to work in night shift or odd hours in specialized branches like service branch, check processing centers, etc., may be compensated by arrangement of convenience, inconvenience allowance. Clear? Like fuel and other inconvenience allowance. Clear? This is to be provided to them. Earlier, it is also provided. Feeding life certificates of pensioners in the system for authentication by a supervisory staff. Generating or preparing clearing return memos and forwarding the same to the account holders. Clear? This is the report generated in the system. You have to check out and prepare that. CSA is basically with the required experience and certification may be assigned to work as telephone operator. Like we can say that like customer care executive, I think. And what they have detailed in regarding that, we will wait for that. Assisting a supervisory staff, that is in loan department, including dealing with gold loan, jewel loan, including feeding of loan documents, etc. in the system. Clear? That is you have to be put the data in the system for opening the gold loan. But here they've specifically mentioned you have not to check or basically not authenticate regarding the quality of gold or jewel pledged. Clear? This is to be the responsibility of the supervisory staff for that. And also put in the safe. This is the duty of the supervisory staff, not yours. Your duty is to put the loan in the system. Customer service associate may be utilized to work in the rural development department or agri loan department to assist an officer in handling routine correspondence, generation of statistical data, inspection reports, etc. Further, CSAs may be utilized for assisting or to accompany an officer in a recovery of loan. This is also new point. You have to assist outside the branch or office, subject to reimbursement. Clear, like you are going out of place and you are going with your vehicle. So you have to be reimbursement of convenience of expenses and out of pocket expenses. And like we can say that there is any parking, so you have to parking fees clear. And overtime wages, if any payable. Clear, if you are overtime, then you have to also pay. Customer service associate may be utilized for acquisition of new business or marketing, guiding the customers about digital and other banking products, loan products within office hours. Specifically, they have mentioned like within office hours, not like we can say that on holidays or in the evening or in the early morning, and without any assigned target. Clear, there will be not any target assigned to the customer service associates. Note further, they have that is, banks may utilize CSAs in exclusive marketing work, team, or department outside the branch office by providing guidelines. Facilities like reimbursement of convenience expenses other than provided in the closed system, patrol charges, out-of-pocket expenses, mobile phone bills up to a prescribed ceiling per month, lunch expenses, entertainment expenses, vehicle parking charges, etc. Wherever required may be decided at each bank level. Further, that is, bank may evolve proper guidelines for selecting staff for this exclusive marketing work based on defined criteria. Like many of the banks, basically what they will do, they will assign the officer, like we consider like CASA officers, like they have to give the KYC examination, and for the foreign exchange department employees, that is foreign exchange examination conducted by the IABF. Clear, that is certificate, specific certification, product knowledge, aptitude, special qualifications on marketing, etc. Banks should evolve SOPs or guidelines for allocation of work to customer service associates who are persons with benchmark disabilities. Clear, they have to be also issue guidelines for the same. Customer service associates may be sent on deputation to banks, on training establishments, and to the other organization or institution outside the bank. CSA may enter and feed the details of remittances under NEFT and RTGS, but authorization and responsibility thereof be a supervisory staff. Clear? Authorization and responsibility regarding that. Assisting the customers to activities, net banking, mobile banking facilities. Sensitization customers about the digital products, loan products, and available alternate delivery channels. Clear? So you have to aware your customers also regarding all these things. Like if the customer is daily customer, like we can say current account holder, so you have to be aware your customer regarding the net banking. Clear? So that they can use the net banking for the NEFT and RTGS, all these things, and it will reduce your work also. Sensitizing customer about the digital products, loan products, and available alternative. Working in advances, credit departments, and generating SASAI from the SASAI portal. Like they have specifically mentioned like the SASAI. Feeding data in the SASAI portal for further verification and authorization by a supervisory staff. In Forex department, CSAs may be asked to work as a maker in inward remittances. Clear? I think in all banks, clerical, the earlier I have also put the entry for the foreign remittances. Inward remittances, outward remittances, realization of export bills, letter of credit, lodgement for import and export bills, view SWIFT credit entries, and sending intimation of the same. To work in IT department to undertake duties that are done by RCC or at the help desk, like running a patch program, maintaining records of hardware, etc. Clear? For that, they have to be hiring specific, basically employees with a specific qualification like BCA, BTech, MC, etc. may be interested with the such duties. Clear? So all these are the duties of the customer service associate. That is the new post. Here you have seen that there are many new works. It is to be introduced in writing. Earlier, many of the works you have also done, but some new work it is to be assigned to you. So you have to be aware regarding all this thing, regarding the customer service associate. Okay, so in the next session, we will discuss regarding some other important points regarding the leaves and allowances. So if you like the video, please share with your friends also and subscribe our channel. And thanks to all of you.